Hello all, and welcome to another ALTTPR 2021 tournament race. Today we've got vortexofdoom versus KillerApp23. This is the Seed 2 versus the Seed 3 in Group W today. This is race 2. KillerApp23 took our first race of this matchup, and so I'm thinking we got a good one set up here for us today. We got Vortex fighting for getting to that game 3, and we got KillerApp wanting to finish this off in 2 here quick, so I'm looking forward to this race. I'm joined in the commentary booth by Starks. How are you doing today, Starks?
Hey, doing good. How about you?
I'm good as well. Oh boy, I'm excited. This is going to be good.
Yep, and we're joined by Trey as our tracker. So he'll be the one to keep us on our toes and make sure we don't make any mistakes. Meanwhile, our two runners are getting ready to get going. So seems like Vortex really wants his boots.
Oh yeah, everyone loves to go fast.
So should be getting started any minute now. There we go.
Got a pretty standard. He's going up for some smokes. We'll see.
Yep. Hopefully he'll come back.
Yeah, hopefully he just doesn't fall into an alley and not get up.
And yeah, ends up horribly wounded and won't. That would be simply awful.
I mean, with these runners, he'll be fine in about 2 hours or so. We'll see him in the end credits holding up a sword with Link, you know, as it is.
Alright. Yep. And a Birna escape.
Yeah, we got a Cane of Burna to start. Cane of Burna is, I think, one of the best starts to watch and play, honestly.
Yeah. And as for the rest of this tourney, we're playing in standard with the hard item pool, meaning both players will be stuck with their green mail, won't be able to get either the silvers, their fourth sword, or even their mirror shield, and will be capped at 14 hearts for this seed. Meaning we're going to get some pretty tense action. Hopefully we won't get too much beeping, but we'll see.
Yeah, with any luck, at least we'll be Tempered Sword Silverless rather than Master Sword Silverless. But we won't find out for a while now. Yeah, we have the Sprite from KillerApp versus the Hot Dog Sprite from Vortex here.
Yep, those guys are making me hungry.
I know, right? Luckily, I did just have dinner, so I should be fine.
Yeah, same over here. We just saw a small magic drop from the blue guard on KillerApp's screen, meaning that could be useful for the escape, knowing they'll be able to get their magic refilled if they need to.
That is true. It'll let us maybe use a bit more of the Cane of Burna than we may want to usually.
Yep, might allow us to farm a couple of rats in the sewers if they end up having an item pack with some bombs in it.
It's very true. And both our owners opting for the pot strats, which is probably the best when you've got the Cane of Burna.
Yep, allows them to keep a bit more magic on hand for exactly for the reason I mentioned. Maybe try and farm some rats to find out their item packs.
but just so far we haven't found too much progression in this escape. We got that ether medallion, which could be useful later down the line. Just don't quite know yet, just because we haven't really had any map checks.
Yep, and both players found the bug net also that might come in handy if they ever need some safety down the line.
That's true. If we get some bottles, we'll be able to catch some fairies and hold on to them. Though I think the guard just dropped a piece of heart, so I think there is a single bomb in that prize poop pack there.
Yep, it's pretty far along in the prize pack,
Yeah.
but there is a single bomb drop in that one.
So we could farm some of the ropas that are coming up here, because that is the same prize pack.
Yep, especially with the players finding already a small pot of magic in that item pack that may allow them to get a couple of kills in. Vortex even going as far as taking a safety magic pot in escape, and KillerApp does find the bomb drop.
Very nice. All right, and there's our guaranteed key.
Yep. And Vortex also finds the single bomb drop, meaning both of them will be able to check the back of escape.
Yeah, even if there's nothing back there, it's at least peace of mind that you don't have to come back. Alright, so let's see what we got back here. Alright.
Alright, so a mushroom and the flippers.
That's actually kind of convenient, because now you can just take the little portal south of Link's house and go check that mushroom real quick.
Yep.
I mean, you could always play flipper to it, but it just makes it easier with the real flippers.
The last item was just a pack of arrows in the sanctuary. So onwards to Kakariko village, and did I see 3 crystals on the map check for KillerApp? So
I think that was a red crystal at Tower of Hera as well. Oh yeah, so we've got all 3 pendants in Dark World.
yeah, and chat seems to confirm that it was indeed a red crystal at Hera.
Pull the tier 3 pull or tier 2 pull. Not too great.
KillerApp opting to skip that piece of heart at the mushroom spot. And
there's a hammer.
Yeah, pretty good find. Meanwhile, Vortex confirms us that Lumberjack will not be required this seed.
Interesting. KillerApp's actually going south here instead of going through the rest of Kakariko. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Checking the mushroom early.
Yep.
Yep.
Doesn't have Samaria, but with the hammer, if he ever finds Samaria in the village, that would allow him to do a quick fake powder check.
That is true. So, and with that save and quit, if this mushroom is nothing, he could just reset the game and save scum that mushroom.
Yep.
Oh, but the boots!
Oh.
Yeah, you're not save scumming those.
No.
Oh, and it looks
We
like
didn't
tier
want
1
that
pool. Oh, so go. Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't want this mushroom anyway. Just wanted to get rid of it, and got a pretty good bargain out of it.
A but it looks like our tier 1 pull is single bombs, so that's actually very nice for Vortex. As KillerApp has to farm for some bombs here at the 50-50 drops, and getting pretty unlucky with none of them going for his way. But there he goes, he gets 1 and 2. Alright.
Yep, the probabilities evening out at the second try, and nothing important on race game. So both players will probably find themselves high-fiving somewhere in the middle of the village.
One will just be running a little bit faster than the other one is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's just hope for Vortex that he doesn't delay too much turning in his mushroom.
I think he'll probably check it before doing South Shore, just because you did get that mushroom so early, but we'll see. But really nothing of note so far in Kakariko. And considering we've seen both sides of it now, there's really nothing here.
Yeah, from what I've seen, the most both players have found, either player has found, are both boomerangs. So really not that much going on in CAC this time around.
And it looks like KillerApp was going to go ahead and use his last bomb to go ahead and check these... Not check, farm up some bombs here.
Yep, good play. Being so short on rupees that saves him having to buy them at the shop, and will allow him to check the bottle vendor.
Still needs about $5 more for bottle vendor, but should pick him up right in the well, so should be good on that.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple of big 20s in both the well and
$5 more.
KillerApp, yeah, trying to scam the bottle vendor, but not having much luck. But yeah, we've seen a couple of big 20s in both the well and Blind's Hut, meaning KillerApp won't be short on money anyway.
True. Yeah, Mecha Link. There was quite a bit of stuff in just standard escape, but then since then we haven't found too much, other than the boots.
Yep, and Vortex making the play for the mushroom, which will save him quite a lot of time over the course of the seed.
That is true. Would have been nice to have for Kakariko, but this is still pretty early.
And Vortex being happy to find the boots there.
I mean, look at his seed name.
He did want the boots now, and he got them, so...
Exactly.
Everyone can go fast now.
And this is certainly an interesting play from KillerApp. He's going actually over to Sahasrara before South Shore.
Yeah, with being that low on magic and maybe he doesn't feel so confident with his bomb minimal Orm Cave, but it pays off with the Moon Pearl in the old man's closet.
Yeah, the Moon Pearl is very nice. Though we did get a bottle in Bonk Rocks, which KillerApp has not checked yet, because of how he came up with the boots after Link's house.
Yep, and Vortex will check it right away.
$20. Well, there's half magic. Very nice to find early on in a seed.
Yep. Vortex making a quick detour to get the 50 rupees on the library's bookshelf, and will probably go on with South Shore as well.
Makes a lot of sense. At this point, we're just looking for a glove and we've got Dark World access. Half magic making this mini Moldorm cave a breeze.
Yep, KillerApp not even trying to save magic or anything, just going ham on those little things I can't really say on a family-friendly channel.
Alright, but we did get the book in Mini Moldorm Cave there. It's... That is certainly interesting because you can get into Desert, but you can't complete it because we don't have a fire source, nor do we have a
pair of gloves.
Exactly. But we do have boots, so it's not too bad getting over there.
Yeah, and KillerApp uses his boots to get to Ice Red Cave to find a pack of bombs.
KillerApp is setting up the nice boots water walk. Even if you have the flippers, this is still faster if you have the boots.
Yes.
Because who doesn't love running on water? You just have to be very careful to not walk over any shallow water.
Yep, or else you'll lose your water walk state and you'll have to swim your way to wherever you were going. Which does slow down the processes a little bit.
I believe that was 20 rupees on the Lake Hylia Island, but it was too quick for me to see.
Yes, it was 20 rupees, and KillerApp finds the second bottle of the seed under the bridge, a vanilla bottle.
This seed's been nice on bottles, that's for sure. But we're coming up on some of the final locations we have in Logic.
Oh, and Vortex setting up the walk on water glitch pretty much the same way, but activates it by jumping down the waterfall. I didn't know you could do that, but interesting.
KillerApp, let's go to the ferry. Gets another one in return. It's like, you wanted to get rid of me? Nah, that ain't happening, buddy.
No, better luck next time.
Alright, what do we get? We got just 3 bombs on the ledge there, so neither runners have us enough for Zora, so we'll have to leave it there. At this point,
so what do we have left now?
We have
between both players.
Desert and Eastern, really, that's it.
Yeah.
If they wanted, they could set up a Boots Houlihan and farm up some money and do Zora as well, but that's going to be their final, option, really.
Yeah.
And it looks like this is going to be a desert play from KillerApp here. And I wouldn't be surprised if Vortex actually goes over to Eastern before Desert, just because he still hasn't done any of that area, like Sahasral or that. So there's more item density over there for him, as compared to KillerApp, where it's incompletable dungeon versus incompletable dungeon.
Yeah, and pretty much it pretty much amounts to the same number of items. You have 2, possibly 3 in Eastern, while you have a guaranteed 2 with the boots, with even 3 with the between Agna, the dungeon, and Desert Ledge.
Yep.
So at this point, it was pretty much a coin flip for KillerApp as to where he wanted to go.
And Desert Ledge is just $20. Okay. So now we got 1, maybe 2 items in Desert, and 2, maybe 3 items in Eastern. So it really is just a coin flip. So, are we boots locked? We'll find out in a moment. We are, but luckily we've had those boots for a while. Man, Desert's just really holding out. Giving us all the dungeon items. It's like, come on, just give me the items already, man. Oh, where are you going, KillerApp?
Okay, KillerApp, that won't work.
You already got the map there. Yeah, alright, good. And so is Eastern. We got the map and the compass, the first 2 checks of Eastern.
Yeah. And a guaranteed small key in Desert Big Chest. And KillerApp will have to run across the dungeon to get to the other side to find 1, maybe 2 items over there. Maybe
progression, maybe not. What if it's both? What if you have to come here for a sword and go over there for a lamp and hey, Aga's now in logic. Oh, but no, it's Eastern. There's the glove.
Yeah.
Well, there's both Eastern items in Desert at least.
Yep, and Vortex does decide to go and do the out of logic big key chest in Eastern.
Yeah, this makes sense. You're already here. It's already kind of annoying to get to. And I think it's the big key, isn't it?
No, he got the big key in the first chest, and then got the map in the big chest. So that might be the compass if we didn't see it already.
We saw the compass on the right side.
All right, so that is a guaranteed item.
I mean, yeah, we have Dark World access now, so we can go anywhere, shop it.
$50 it is.
Did KillerApp not get a chest here? Oh, he's farming up money for Zora. Oh no.
Oh. That's gonna lose him a ton of time.
Yeah, that's not good. But on Vortex side, we've got Hype Cave upcoming here.
Hopefully he reaches it without too much taking too much damage, but there it is.
Oh. But hey, refill, we're very nice.
Yep, just in time.
And we do have a raid coming in from SpeedGaming 4. Welcome, welcome. we've got a very interesting seed going on over here with KillerApp versus Vortex of Doom. Group W, and we do have another map tab. Our pendants are green pendant on Swamp, pendant Skull Woods, pendant TR, and our second 5/6 crystal is Thieves Town.
Yep. So we did miss a couple of items in Hive Cave on Vortex's side, but it seems like he got out with a sword, so that was a good play.
Yeah, that is very nice. And he got the mirror too, yeah. That's a nice Hive Cave. That's very nice. And we're going up to Dig Game for Vortex. He has enough money, so we're good. Simple Sarah, he hasn't done Houlihan yet, but because we do have the flippers, we can't do the Houlihan on the right side, and we don't have a glove, so we can't do the bomb Houlihan either. We could do the boots Houlihan, but I don't know if KillerApp knows that setup or not.
At least we're now done with money farming for Zora on his side.
And wow, that was a lot of digs for 3 bombs.
KillerApp does save and quit to make sure he can at least keep those 500 rupees if Zora ends up having nothing of value.
We don't know, Bright Beginner. We'll find out once KillerApp goes there.
KillerApp, remembering just in time that he already did Waterfall Ferry, manages to save a couple of screen transitions.
Looks like we're getting a ped check from Vortex of Doom over here.
I mean, might as well. You're already taking the portal.
Oh, we have a sword.
Ooh.
Hopefully that's our gold sword, so it turns to 20 bucks.
Yeah.
300 bucks on Zora.
Zora scamming us out of 200 bucks. That's rough.
Yeah. It is the vanilla pet, that is true. As we get the Dark Kakariko checks from Doom here. Or Village of Outcasts, as some people call it.
Yep. Meanwhile, KillerApp on his side finally resigned himself to do the Eastern play, and will probably be quite unhappy when he finds his gloves there.
Yeah. But we are coming up on... Okay, Vortex is going in. I don't think he has checked C-shaped house yet, but I mean, it's a quick check that you can do even afterwards, so it's not too big of an issue.
Yep.
Yeah, this makes the most sense considering what we have, and considering it's a completable dungeon. 5/6 on top of that, so yeah, go do Thieves Town.
Yep, and to be fair, I mean, it's the only completable dungeon we have right now.
Exactly. I mean, we could sneak our way up to logic break the mirror or the lamp and head up to Hera, but I don't think either our runners would want to do that without a fire source, just in case it is fire locked, or without a hook shot so they can Hera pop past it. And KillerApp is going to save and quit, so he'll save a little bit of time by not going further into the dungeon.
Vortex is having a bit of trouble in the Thief Town Hellway, but manages to get through.
I think he still has that fairy in a bottle, so he should be fine, I think.
Yeah, he does, so... And hopefully we'll be able to see what we missed in Hype Cave. We already know Vortex found a sword and a mirror there. So what else was there?
Just the sword and the mirror.
Nothing else of value.
I still call that a Hype Cave.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still pretty hype, especially considering we went almost half an hour without a sword and had no real way no real progression left when we got to the Dark World. So
yep. As we do see KillerApp actually going north instead of west, like Vortex did.
Yep, KillerApp did not do a map check, so maybe that's why.
Oh, he did a map check. I'm pretty sure he did. Yep.
Yeah, probably.
I think this is a more of a, I spent so much time doing Zora, I need to gamble something, so I'm going to do Catfish early, possibly.
Yeah.
So we got Vortex setting up for the blind fight here, where once you're on script, you're basically good.
Yep. When Vortex managed to get back on script, even with a sword spin early on, so that's a relief. And down it goes.
And we did get bombos on the Quakefish today, so that could turn out to be important. Don't know yet. As we get the shield from Blind today. Is this a swamp play, KillerApp? Oh, I like this play. Yeah, those flippers haven't really led to anything, as chat's pointing out.
Yep, so KillerApp, it looks like he's checking Bumbo's tablet. Even though he cannot collect it, he can at least know what's on it with the book.
Yeah, without hookshot it is kind of ick, but I'm sure... Oh, it's a oh no, it's a shovel.
What is this seed?
That's like probably one of the worst items you can have on a tablet, because you just don't know.
Yeah, and we know right now we do have a Master Sword just sitting on the pad waiting for us.
I mean,
hopefully there's more. Hopefully both swords are not stuck in the Cannon's Tower basement and. Yeah.
I mean, there could be a sword in Dig Spot. That would be horrible. And yes, we do have a sword sitting on the pedestal today. Oh, and we have the flute.
Oh,
That's definitely a good find in Skullwood's big chest there.
yep. Gonna be quite easy to activate it with the mirror. Just go back through the village, mirror out, mirror to the light world, then that's
it, yep.
That's our mountain access.
That is true, we can access the mountain that way. Actually, considering our pendant layout, our fire rod could possibly be in GT today. So that bombos might actually be pretty big, because that could be our only way into Ice Palace. That is just speculation, though. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would be pretty annoying to not have that fire rod.
Yeah. I mean, Bumbo's ice isn't so bad, especially with that half magic the players have. But yeah, Fire Rod being stuck in the basement of Ganon's tower is pretty meh.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, you can do dark rooms and whatnot, but there are checks that could be hard locked behind fire, and lamp logic can be pretty trolly sometimes, to be honest.
Oh, that it can. Only 10 bombs on one per ledge, so that's good to know.
Yep, we won't be seeing that ever again.
Yep, and looks like Vortex is continuing his play north. We'll do both Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb.
I like this
And
routing.
might even go all the way to Catfish with the flippers to get his bombos.
Could very well do so. Just $10 there. We'll find out. Well, we'll have to go back into Dark World here to get to King's Tomb, but get the mitts, different story. Alright, we'll find out if he flutes away after this or if he goes back into Dark World. Alright, we have Peace Art and King's Tomb. And he does just have the flute set up, so...
Oh guys, seriously? Bird puns?
As Vortex is going through probably one of the easier dark rooms in the game. The old man.
I just can't.
See what you've done.
Oh, chat, you're awesome.
That's great. Alright, but we are getting some new checks here from Vortex. Got it. That's our third bottle so far. Plenty of bottles this seed. Some very nice spin speed. Just
only a hard container inside of Spectacle Rock, so
yeah, we're not picking that up.
nope. Had it been on top, yeah, probably, but inside, meh. Too much of a detour.
Alright, so let's find out if our Bombo's tablet up here, or either just money, meh. That's pretty useless.
Yep, so that tablet is gonna stay intact for the duration of this seed. Oh.
Yep.
KillerApp decides to hug a lizard and takes a couple of hearts of damage.
Yeah, that is one thing. I think chat brought it up earlier. The blue male and red male sprites of the can sprite, the sprite is Pepsi and Coke, and that's always pretty fun as well. But we won't get to see those today, unfortunately.
Yep, and we were not fire locked for Hera as we found the big key in the first on the floor in the basement, so we can make our way up.
That is very true. However, I don't think we've found any items just yet. Oh yeah, we did find Quake. My bad. We did find Quake.
Yeah.
As Vortex is setting up this bomb jump. Perfectly executed for a key. They didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that.
Nobody wanted to see that. So, another coin flip. Does our favorite troll have... Does he has the last item of the dungeon, or will we have to isolate that check?
We'll find out shortly. Got Hammer Moldorm, which 3 hammers, and ooh, that upwards hammer hitbox is oh no.
Oh.
As KillerApp takes down Blind and gets his first crystal of the race.
Yep. And
he has a fairy. He has a fairy. He has a fairy.
Vortex gets completely juked by Moldorm and ends up needing his fairy.
I give him a half a point for making him use the fairy.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Come on, item. It is a cape. Okay.
At least we do know that both item locations that could require the cape do not have anything. I mean, we still have that does give us access to. Oh no, we already had access to Spike Cave with Berna.
Yep, Berna and half magic, so we had access already. As KillerApp gets his flute.
Yep, but we already know that both Aghanim and Bumper Ledge don't have anything useful for us, so that cape is pretty much meaningless.
And there's 20 bucks up on the floating island, so I believe that's probably a male upgrade. Which...
Yep, at that point that would be the only item where Solo and Hearts haven't found either the bow or 2 swords yet, so...
Yep. And we do have that mirror, so we can get into Paradox Caves the back way, which is very nice sometimes.
Yep.
But the bomb Celestial upwards. And we did get the activation of the flute from KillerApp. And there's a bow.
Yep.
And hello, Pod and Eastern.
Yep. That's a pretty good combo to go to. Even though we don't have any fire source yet. Eastern, yeah, both dungeons are going to be out of logic since we don't have fire, but at this level, the players don't need it.
Exactly.
It's a good quality of life improvement, but it's not strictly needed for dark rooms.
That is true. Probably the more difficult one out of here will be going to the boss, just because it's kind of a pain to.
Yeah, that turtle room can really hurt you.
Yep. But I think our runners could be able to get through without any issue. Alright, now KillerApp is, I think, also going to head up the mountain.
Yep. Ups the save the old man in the dark, as one should pretty much always do. Those dark rooms aren't so hard to learn, and it does give you an easy respawn point where you can quickly get all of your health back and have a flute, get your flute out to go wherever you need.
The only mode that I might advocate against picking up the old man as soon as possible might be like an Randomizer random damage. But other than that, yeah, you go save that old man.
Yeah. Yeah, dark rooms in an Randomizer are not so often a good idea. More often than not, they can and will kill you.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, and chat bringing up another good point here. Hookshot may also not be required to the seed. Seeing as Swamp is a pendant as well.
Yep.
Well, it'll be required, but it may not be required till GT, basically.
Yep, can still be in the Ganon's Tower basement. Either the fire bar room on the left side or right side if we have access.
Yep. We might see a full right. Oh, there's our mitts.
Oh, mitts.
Just a bunch of keys up front today. 5 keys. That's usually you don't see that. Usually you see at least 2 items, or at max 2 items.
Yeah. And yeah, speaking of having a hookshot not being required, I haven't seen either of those two play enough to know whether or not they're comfortable hovering or doing the molder bounce. So they might still be searching for the hookshot if they don't happen to find it on the way.
Yeah. Well, there's an item we hope to not find at all.
Oh, yeah, that ice rod.
Alright, we got a small key. So there is something in Harmless Hellway. And a compass down here. Okay, so nothing in here yet.
And chat seems to... chat tells me that Vortex does hover, meaning might be an advantage if KillerApp cannot.
Oh, yeah. Alright, and we get the Dark Maze from Vortex here.
Yeah, the bottom room of Paradox Cave giving both runners a weird time. Vortex missing his first bomb throw and KillerApp using bombos instead of a bomb. Meanwhile, Vortex is making his way around the Dark Maze and pod.
We did get the big key in there.
Yep. Oh,
Seems a little lost, yeah.
yeah.
I think you got it. Or not.
No, I think he's just a tad. Yeah, that should. Yeah, there you go. That will do it.
There it is, yep. All for 20 bucks. Alright, what do we got over here? We have a map. Vortex is actually going to go into Eastern first before Pod.
Yeah, might feel more comfortable with the back of Eastern in the dark than with the turtle room we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. The lamp can be on most nights because the big key was not locked on the right side. So in case there's a fire rod available somewhere, the lamp just could be on most nights.
Yeah, that would be a pretty big information for if we did happen to find the lamp on Armos nights.
Ooh, KillerApp almost fell down the wrong hole.
Yeah.
Gets that arrow, and the guard goes down too. KillerApp is taking down Moldorm now.
Yep, seems to be having an easier time than Vortex did. So we'll claw back a little bit of time here.
In a little trouble with these Igors, but gets him down. Did we see Spike Cave from Doom earlier?
Nope. No, we didn't. Vortex on his side did. Hera then went on to finish East Death Mountain, while KillerApp started Hera, went and did EDM, and then came back to finish up the dungeon. So it's our first look into Spike Cave for a shield upgrade.
Alright, that's nice enough, I guess. I don't know if it's worth the time, though. As Vortex heads back into...
Heads back into Pod.
where is KillerApp? Or how is KillerApp gonna route? Oh, I like KillerApp's routing here. He's gonna go do Pyramid Fairy into Pod.
Yeah, since we already have both red crystals.
That is very nice, actually.
Yep, quick thinking on KillerApp's part.
As Vortex is going to start heading to the, I would consider tougher dark rooms in Pod. Just because of those dumb turtles.
Yeah. 13 hearts already, and if I remember correctly, a blue potion in one of his bowl. Shouldn't be too complicated, but still, those are hard rooms to go through completely blind.
Fair, that's fair. But it looks like Vortex has this, is going to use Ether. I believe there we go, if they're flipped, they die.
Yep.
I think he's just got one more left, and there he is. Very nicely done.
Yep.
And we do have 3 blue goos sitting on the pyramid fairy, which is pretty nice.
Yep. So fairies on waterfall fairy and blue goos on pyramid fairies. It has been a while since I've seen those be so generous with the runners.
Usually you get like B's or empty, I feel like.
Yeah. And if you're really lucky, normally you'd get like a good B. But I'm pretty sure neither of them will say no to blue potions or fairies.
Agreed. Especially with an early mirror. Maybe if the mirror wasn't early, it would be more annoying because you can't really do death warps, but yeah.
And
we got a
sword.
Now we can go find out what's on the shovel.
I don't think Vortex checked
Vortex doesn't know. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we know, hey, if our runners want to, they can go get a tempered sword. If they want to go, well, no fire rod, never mind.
No fire rod, no Samaria, no hook shot. Yeah, that sword still is quite a ways away. Vortex checking desert ledge before deciding to go into the mire side of things.
So what do we got for mire? That's Quake. We can go in.
Yep. Then we don't have as many checks available since never mind, since we didn't have a fire source. But now we do.
Now we do.
And yeah, Vortex will go and finish up desert. Vortex never even went into desert, so we'll clear the front as well.
It'll be a little bit nicer just because we know both items are on the right there, so he'll be able to mirror back to the left entrance.
And yet now that fire rod puts Vortex's Ice Palace into logic. And logic.
It's true. Our hookshot could be sitting in there too.
Yep. Meaning at least there is no worry that Bumbos, except if we need to find something in Turtle Rock, which can still be locked by Bumbos. That catfish check becomes kind of meh at this point for KillerApp.
Yeah, unless again that TR is Bombos and say the hook shot's in there, or is that really all we're looking for at this point? Candy cane. We're looking for Candy Samaria too, but that cannot be in TR.
No.
Unless you're playing an inverted seed.
In that case, pretty much anything can be in TR.
Exactly. Chat bringing up a good point. We do technically need the lamp. Technically.
I mean, we don't need it. The logic requires it, but who cares about the logic anyway?
I guess logically we need it. technically, these runners are very technically sound. They don't need it.
Yeah.
Looks like the hole was not bombed open, unfortunately.
Chat professing their love for the lamp.
I mean, I enjoy a good lamp too.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a nice item to have, but in no way required for those awful dark rooms.
Yep. Alright, as Vortex gets those 2 junk items in Desert Palace, and is going to bounce out. And is this going to be checkerboard first. Checkerboard first makes sense.
Yep, and Zalex, no, we still need to find the Cane of Samaria to complete Meyer. So, if we really wanted a hover and or Mulder bounce seed, we still need the Cane of Samaria anyway.
Yep. And we do have Vortex leaving the portal behind, so I don't believe he's gonna head into Caneless Misery Mire.
Nope, definitely won't. After saving quitting like that.
Hey. Is this gonna be a nice palace play? Maybe, maybe not.
Seems like it might be a Swamp Palace play.
Yeah. Or maybe this is gonna be like... No, this is the big bomb.
A big bomb, yeah.
Yep. Unfortunately, we know there's really nothing there, but... Yeah, Pyramid Fairy into Catfish makes sense for Vortex here. So, for chat, Swamp is not 6 checks because we still don't have the hook shots, so it's really only 4 checks at this point. And maybe 5 if we get the big key. Oh no, I think KillerApp still has the fairy. Yes.
Yeah, so he tried to get rid of it, but the waterfall fairy just said no and gave one back.
That's right, I remember now.
I mean, must be happy he did get one now.
Yep.
His Master Sword and his 3rd crystal.
And honestly, Vortex might actually route this all the way up to Zora after Catfish, because he does have the mirror.
Yep. Meaning that would pull, that would help KillerApp make up a bit of the time difference.
It would, yes, but it wouldn't really help make up the amount of time that KillerApp spent farming up the money, though.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Or we already know what's on Catfish, duh.
Yep. A shiny golden coin with a swirl on it.
Is at this point pretty useless to us. Alright. Okay, looks like KillerApp's gonna make the play to skip the big key chest. This will save him some time, actually.
Yep.
Finds the Igor. Okay, where do you go? Looks like Vortex might actually be heading into Dark Death Mountain.
Yep, going up like that might be going for Spy Cave first, but seems to be a Dark Death Mountain play.
I think you do Dark Death Mountain first, then you come back to Spike Cave.
Yeah.
Because Spike Cave is a good terminus.
Yeah, they don't have the hook shot. I was wondering why he was going up first, but yeah, he kind of has no choice.
Yeah, I think Shady Force bringing up a good point. Why not doing IP? It makes sense to do Ice Palace, especially because you could actually kind of gain a little bit of information on hookshot logic depending on how the keys are laid out. And then you can maybe use that to say, hey, okay, the hookshot is available or it's not available before GT or not.
Yeah, and to be fair, at this point, if you happen to find a hookshot or a Samaria in ice, that's a pretty big incentive to go. If you find Samaria, it's a pretty good incentive to go do your last crystal and maybe try and find hookshot in GT.
And we do have KillerApp heading into Ice Palace here with his Bombos medallion. And we did find that TR was Quake as well, so unfortunately Ether and Bombos are pretty useless to us today. Okay, looks like Vortex is going to go for a hover.
Went about halfway.
Yeah.
We'll try again though.
So for chat, Fire Rod was in the Myers shed.
Correct, yes.
Oh. 2 tries is enough, says Vortex. I'm out of there. I'm going to Spike Cave.
Yep.
I was looking at Vortex. I did not see what the first item in Ice Palace was.
Neither did I.
But it doesn't look like it was anything too much of consequence.
No, and I haven't seen anything pop up on the tracker either, so...
As we have Vortex also heading into Spike now. Or not Spike, Ice.
Yeah.
And what is this Ice Palace bomb jump? I never see this anymore.
Yeah. That's an old way.
Yep.
Old way of going through the dungeon.
And Canis Samaria Door State Extension really changed up Ice Palace routing.
Yeah. Pretty good bomb clear there by Vortex.
Yeah. Is a key. So we can go to the right side here.
Yep. Right side is in logic with that key.
So Hookshot could be behind Ice Palace yet. Oh, you gotta pull the there's the big key. People forget.
Yep.
I forget sometimes.
Yeah, that's what we get for being too used to doing it with the door state extension with the icebreaker glitch.
Yep. As Vortex is also setting up icebreaker, not icebreaker, Ice Palace bomb jump. And gets it very nicely. And we are at max hearts for KillerApp now.
Yep. And I think we still have one item left to find.
Believe you are correct. So I would not be surprised if KillerApp just goes, nah, I'm going to the boss.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, probably feels quite behind with all that time lost to farming money for Zara at the beginning of the seed.
Yep. And Vortex will have a little bit easier of a Cold Stare fight because we'll have some Fire Rod shots available, while KillerApp will not. Yeah, just turn on the cape.
Those cotton candy puffs really do hurt. They do 4 hearts of damage on green mail, so at 14 hearts, you don't have much leeway if the fight starts going wrong.
He's got about 2 hits left, and down goes Cold Stare. Very nice.
Yep.
So both the runners have the Ice Rod, only Vortex has the Fire Rod as of yet. So I don't doubt that I think KillerApp will be heading to the Mire area next here.
Yep, we'll probably want to find... Well, if he does, we'll find his Fire Rod. We'll finish up the desert at the same time.
Yep. And Vortex is going to check out Ice Tea Room and get our lamp. Okay, so there's the logic.
Yep. So Vortex will also have a little bit of an easier time in the Mire Dark rooms than KillerApp.
That is true. But we're still looking for that cane. Alright, so where's it gotta be at this point? We can be in Swamp, it could be in Mire.
Swamp, Mire, and I think at that point that's pretty much it. Between both players, we've seen pretty much every overworld check possible.
Oh, KillerApp's doing it, he's going into Mire. Alright. Yeah, that was another question I was going to ask, is I don't remember if we got both items. No, yeah, we got Ether and we got the flute in Skullwood, so there's nothing left in there.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, Kane could very well be behind Hookshot on the green pendant. But we still need to find Hookshot. those are two major items we don't have access to right now.
Yep. For chat, the lamp was not bombos required because the fire rod was blocked by mitts, which were not lamp locked because, or were not fire locked because it was on the right side of the bow lock side of pod, and the flute was just open in Skullwoods.
True, it could be smith chain, hammer pegs.
Looks like both runners are going for this though.
Yep.
There's the hook shot. Oh, that's great to find, but that just opens
I don't know
a
if
wall of swamp.
Yeah, I don't know if KillerApp wanted to see that now.
That's fair. Yeah, give it to him in Hope Room, not here. Hey, at least now we have some more spots open up in Dark Death Mountain as well, and an easier way to get there.
Yep.
KillerApp, yep, gotta.
Yeah, KillerApp going for the hub chest right after the firelock chest. Kind of good if you intend to skip cutscene chest, as KillerApp seems to be doing.
I think this is the most common routing usually, because nobody likes doing cutscene chests early.
Yeah, especially if you already have the big key. I mean, if you can skip it, go ahead and save that couple of seconds, minute, hours that I don't remember. I kind of always fall asleep during that cutscene.
It just seems to drag on and on and on and on and on and on and yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like we are gonna have to head over there as we've still only just found the one item.
At that point, one item away from go mode. Might as well bite the bullet, go and do it, and not have to come back and do all of Mire 2 and all of that a second time if you can.
Very nice
doorstep
extension from doing Vortex there. I love watching that trick. It's just so smooth. Okay, let's see if the vanilla big key chest that takes a year to open has a compass. Of course.
Because why not?
Oh, and Vortex is skipping the vanilla big key chest, so that's actually going to save him a ton of time there. Oh, and we're seeing some divergence.
Yeah, Vortex is going to use that hook shot to clear swamp, while KillerApp is going to use his hook shot for a trip to East Death Mountain.
Yep. Yeah, because Vortex has already climbed up here. Oh boy, this is spicy.
Yep. Also, I did notice that KillerApp completely skipped completing Desert.
Yeah, I think that's more of a, hey, I can't complete Mire right now anyways, I'll just do them back to back when I can.
Yeah, and also having already found both items in Desert.
Exactly, yeah. At least we know there won't be anything at all of worth. Oh.
No.
Quick swap. Too early, just a little too early.
So what play is going to pay the most? Is it going to be Swamp or the back of Hookshot Cave?
Looking like it's going to be Swamp. As Hookshot Cave had nothing.
Exactly, Swamp until it isn't. We still have a couple of overworld checks that opened up
Hey,
with nits that we haven't done
what
yet.
if it's Dig Spot?
Oh no. I mean, at that point, if it is Dig Spot, Vortex will probably check it out after
That's
Swamp.
true. We'll
And
probably just grab that and check it.
I wonder if KillerApp is going to check it before or after.
He might go pull it first, but then go into Swamp. Nah, he's just going
Or
into Swamp.
not. Yeah. At that point, having found the hookshot, it's you might have a pretty good gut feeling that something is going to be in Swamp.
That's fair.
And Vortex completely skipping left side.
Yeah, this makes sense. You can just, if it's back here, you mirror out, you're done. If it's not, you come back. He's doing the bomb setup for the diver down. Very nicely done.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
we have no cane. We can't do bombs. We have to do bomb setup. And the big keys there, of course.
Yeah. You hate to see it, but at the same time, since Vortex skipped left side, it's no big deal. If he comes back in, he'll just do big chest on his way.
Absolutely, yeah. We got Argus doing some of the boot strats. You dash at the right time as the puff is headed towards you. Has to be a little careful, down to a heart and a half here.
Yep.
Does, I believe, still have a blue potion though, so.
Yep, does have a blue goo, but no more fairies for him. For either player, I think.
Ooh, almost gets that quick kill. And it's not in the back. But that is green pendant. And KillerApp's doing the same thing and going to the back first. But KillerApp, I guess, maybe doesn't know the bomb setup and is going to do it the vanilla route.
Yeah, then Vortex coming straight back in will check at least the big chest. But at that point, if you go back in, might as well go and take a look at what's on the left side of the dungeon.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, now that we did do the back first, we can no longer do any diver down back here. Just because of the lack of keys.
Yeah, that's the one downside of going for the back first. Is that you left swamp being already a lengthy, long enough to do for only 2 checks. You make it even longer to check because you can't diver down.
Yep. KillerApp is also in his Argus fight.
Yep, KillerApp goes for the Master Sword spins instead of the bootstraps.
I think this is a bit more common of a fight.
Yep. It can still go pretty fast if you manage to hook two puffs at the same time.
Alright, so we're coming up on left side swamp here.
There you go, KillerApp is done with Argus. We'll pick up his 20 rupees and the green pendant on his side.
Just money. Alright, is it here? Oh, don't mirror out too early.
Oh
wait,
no.
was that the last item?
Was
that the last item?
Yeah, might be.
Okay. It gave me a heart attack there. Okay, so it's not.
Yeah, I think we have we seen the compass?
Yeah, I don't think we did. Still gave me a heart attack though, because I wasn't counting. Alright, so we will find out if the shovel or the green pendant, which I feel like one of these two has to be it now. Because we've seen pretty much everything else, I feel like.
Yeah, I think what's left other than that is, I think we haven't seen Smith Chain yet. So
that's
that
right,
might
Smith
still be
Chain.
it.
Yep.
But other than that, we're pretty quickly starting to run out of checks.
And KillerApp's not going back in, so he will save some time here. He's not going for left side. And it's just 20 rupees on the dig.
Vortex going to turn in his green pendant.
That is true, as chat brings up. Vortex does have Desert Palace cleared, but that is a pretty quick clear. And there's the game.
And there it is. There it is.
Go mode. This is a gross seed, I agree. Hard Misery Mire double dip required. Alright.
Yep. Vortex going to get a couple of bottle of potions.
Yep, and KillerApp does have to still complete Desert. That should be pretty quick.
We'll have a bit of a harder time in Mire since he doesn't have the lamp.
That's true.
So it pretty much is still a race, but at that point Vortex has a good advantage having one more dungeon complete and the lamp to help him finish up his last.
That is true, that is true. Oh boy, but this is gonna be close, I feel like. And yeah, Vortex going this way. Doesn't require any keys, but I think it's a little bit slower.
Yeah, might be a tad bit slower. Though I didn't see if either player set up their spooky action glitch.
Okay.
Might be.
Here's where that lamp is kind of coming into play here.
Yeah, and I did see Vortex dash quickly before putting down his block, so
yeah,
must have set up the glitch.
Yeah, that lamp is definitely playing here. There we go.
Oh, doesn't look like the setup worked on Vortex's side. But still, we can plainly see what kind of advantage having the lamp gives Vortex over KillerApp.
At this point, unless there's a sword that's convenient in GT, or on one of these bosses here, we may be doing a Master Sword Silverless Ganon today.
Lamp was in Ice Tea Room last dig.
Which KillerApp did skip. Well, Vortex did go and get it.
KillerApp finally activating the cape. Was getting pretty low on health, especially since even the small eyeballs do 4 hearts of damage. So playing with fire here, but ends up getting the kill. And
maybe a mail, maybe a heart, maybe a sword. Or not a sword, it can't be a sword.
Yeah, might be pretty much anything but a sword at this point. Heart, mail, even shield at that point.
KillerApp will have to go through desert here. As long as he remembers.
Yeah, man, at that point, I don't know if we have
desert?
an admin in chat for the GT Big Key game.
Did he clear desert when we weren't watching at some point?
I don't think he did.
Oh no, that's not good. Maybe he thinks he cleared it out when he got both the items very early on. Alright, but we do have our GT Big Key guessing game coming up, so you guys can put in your guesses on where you think this Big Key's gonna be. Where do you think it's gonna be, Starks?
I did put in 14. That's my usual go-to guess, but
I like to go with a nice 8.
And it seems that we might be back, just waiting for the screens to unfreeze themselves. And looks like we did miss a good chunk. First off, we did miss KillerApp going into desert and clearing it. So
Yeah.
oops, that's a big oops on our part. And we did miss pretty much all of GT, but a couple of you in chat were commentating via text. So we found out that the big key was in Stalfo's room. So both guys were able to get to the gauntlet pretty quickly, and now Vortex on his Molarum 2 fight.
Damn, we got both on the we got both runners in the gauntlet. That's actually very nice. I believe it would be number 8 would be Stalfos.
Yeah, those routing divergences really kind of threw us off in our estimation of exactly how much any player was ahead. We do have Vortex maybe a couple of minutes ahead of KillerApp right now, and as long as his Ganon fight goes as planned, this will be a couple of minutes between both runners. And Vortex going for the Block of Samaria strat for his phase 1. Going pretty good. I think I saw maybe... yeah, that must have been his 12th spin right here.
I didn't realize I was muted. I was talking this whole time. Yeah, this seed
happens to the best of us.
Yep, this seed started off fairly nice, it seemed like, and then it just sort of turned into double dip mire for a cane that you have to go finish on hookshot, or you have to go finish the swamp boss to do.
Yep. Vortex using almost all of his magic bar to finish his phase 2 fairly quickly. Had a couple of blue potions to pick him back up.
Yep, he did buy those, I believe, after getting that cane.
Yep.
Oh, very nice triple from KillerApp there.
Yep, really nice.
Oh, almost a double triple. As we are on phase 4, and we did get the fire rod, or the torch glitch, on Vortex's side.
Yep. Vortex might be able to set himself up for a couple of easy triples on Ganon.
This looks like a good setup for it. Very clean on execution here.
Yeah. Barely missed the spin on that one. And KillerApp will lose a bit of time with his approach to phase 1. The Samaria strat really does save a good chunk of time, but it's
a little dangerous.
as easy Yeah, it's dangerous and it's not as easy as it seems.
No, but we did get the good spot, as it's called.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little early there. Oh, but gets it, recovers it.
Yep.
Oh, and
There
there's
it
a
is.
death for KillerApp. Oh, he has a fairy. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, if I remember correctly, he picked it up in. Where did he pick it up?
He could have
In
caught
a
it
dungeon
later on.
Yeah,
Yeah, or that. Yeah. And
yeah, he caught it
GG.
with the net. And GG to Vortex of Doom with an official race time.gg time of 1:42:45. Meanwhile, KillerApp just got into his phase 4.
Yep, and we do get torch glitch with the fire rod, which is not as easy as it looks.
Yes, you don't have. It's not as lenient as the lamp is, because you don't exactly get more than 2 shot at it.
Exactly. With the lamp, you can just go and then spam it in the corner, but you can't quite do that with the fire rod.
Oh. And KillerApp also setting himself up for easy triples. Oof. Gets a fire bat to the face. Yeah, as you predicted at the beginning of the seed, Vortex's uncle does recover about just under 2 hours later.
Yep. I knew it.
And KillerApp should be fairly close to his last hit on Ganon. There it is.
Other sword is probably deeper in GT somewhere, or maybe in Turtle Rock. And GG as KillerApp also crosses the finish line at 1 hour 45 minutes and 18 seconds per race time GG. And we will have a game 3, folks. Oh boy, this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, and while KillerApp was finishing up his Ganon fight, we did get Vortex of Doom joining us here for an interview. GG.
Looks like we may have a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the vanilla sword that we were never going to get were really the only swords that we know about. Considering where that cane was, it wasn't even in a realm of possibility that we were going to get that.
No, the cane being on Green Pendant and being Argo mode, there was absolutely no way we were going to go through TR and Skullwoods just to get that one sword. Both players are mastered, did a perfect master sword silver last fight, so.
Is that's working? Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay.
GG on the win.
Thank you. that was a weird seed. I had no idea how to feel about how I was doing, literally the whole time.
Yeah, it was a weird seed to watch you play, and probably a weird seed to route also.
Yeah, the play into Eastern felt really good, and I was even though I had sort of done some other things inefficiently, like went to Zora area without the money and all that, but I since I hadn't, like, I was feeling bad the whole time I was in Zora area about having done Saha's Closet, not having done Saha's Closet for maybe some more cash before going to Zora. And so that was on my mind, and I went there, and I didn't get, well, I think Pearl was there, but I didn't get anything else. So I was like, well, I can either dip Desert with no glove or fire source, or Eastern with no bow, and I'm at Eastern. So that worked out really well. And then the mid-game route kind of just played itself. If you started at hype, you get your mirror, and it's like, well, let's go do the other 5-6 crystal, and
Yeah.
KillerApp on his end did do Saha's Closet earlier, but that kind of backfired because he did postpone his trip to Eastern after Desert, so that cost him a bit of time there.
He also spent quite a bit of time farming up money in the back of the Thieves' Hut for Zora before going into Eastern as well.
Yeah, I was... That honestly really wasn't on my mind, the seed. Like, I was pretty committed to last locating Zora, if it came down to that. Since when I got the boots, I was sort of like, well, let's go check out South Shore, do the water walk, and get Hobo and Waterfall, see if there's anything good. And I'm glad I made that decision, because I sometimes decide I'm not going to Orphan Zora, and then I'll just put that stuff off, and then I probably would have dipped Desert, and yeah, I don't know. The putting off Saha's Closet until I had done even just South Shore, I think was a pretty solid play, because I think regardless of that was a big push into Eastern while I was there.
Yeah.
And then the thing I feel worst about was the Dark Death Mountain play. I had Spike Cave in my mind. I really wish that I had done Spike Cave before doing Hera, just like go in there and then walk back out with spin speed or something. But I had already mirrored on Spec Rock when I thought of that, and I was like, well, you know, if I don't get anything good on Eastern Death Mountain, or I can't clear Hera or something, I'll go back. But it just, I got the bow, and I was like, well, that's 2 more crystals, and so I left it. So it was just on my mind. So I feel kind of bad. I also wish that I hadn't taken a Heart of Damage before, like when I was doing Spike or Checkerboard Agina, or like after Desert. Because if I had beams, I was actually planning on dipping Meyer, but I didn't have beams, and I was like, well, I've got a bunch of other myth stuff I can check, so let's go do that stuff first.
Yeah, that would have been pretty huge at that point, because I believe at that point it was just like Hookshot and Cane were the only things you were missing, and that Hookshot would have led to the Cane. So yeah.
And I wouldn't have like taken the long way up Dark Death Mountain and failed the hover twice.
Also true. Yep.
So yeah, when I got the Hookshot, I knew that if it was in Hookshot Cave, I would lose, because that was the obvious first place to go if you had put it off, like you probably should, like most people would. So I basically took it straight to Swamp, And I did the back first because that's what the hookshot unlocked. And I got the big key, and there were still 2 items. So I was like, well, I better go back in for that. And I was like, well, I was a little aggressive, skipped bombos. Maybe I should do that. And then that was the shovel. So I was feeling pretty bad when I got the cane. Like I was like, well, I skipped Smith Chain, and my early routing was good, but that's still a lot of inefficiency. So yeah, I was happy to be able to pull it out.
Yeah, KillerApp got the hookshot before you, but then he did the cutscene chested mire while you skipped it, and he also was a little bit behind on the desert.
That was a key, right?
It was a compass, I believe.
Oh dang. Okay.
Yeah, it was a compass, so pretty big time save right there.
Messed up. I thought it had to be a key. But I just realized I miscounted my keys. So
hey, it worked.
Yeah, I'm glad that paid off. And then he went to the mountain, he said in the
Yeah, he went straight to the mountain because he hadn't been to like Hookshot Cave or Super Bunny or anything like that yet. So Yep. Yeah, we won't have KillerApp joining us as he's gonna go get some food before work. So it's just.
Did he do Smith Chain?
He did not. Neither of you did Smith Chain.
Yeah, I felt that was something that had to fall by the wayside with the way I had routed everything else.
Yeah, both of you
routed. If I was smart,
like
I probably would have done Smith into Swamp. Like it really wouldn't have taken that much extra time. But
both of you routed like the Thieves Town, Skull Woods, that area, kind of the exact same way. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you started Hype, that's really the only thing that made a lot of sense. He said he got Catfish early. Did he do that after Pod?
He did Hype Cave, and then he went north from there to do Pyramid Ferry because he had both Hera and Eastern done at the time. And then he went all the way up top to Catfish, and then he went back to Link's house and went east or west.
It was Thieves Town and Hera. So he did that after the mountain instead of going to Pod, which it makes perfect sense. Like if you find the lamp or something, you would have saved a lot of time over my Pod East. He also
never got the lamp.
Yeah, that I felt. Well, actually, I was mostly frustrated at that point because I had like 3 bottles, pretty comfortable with Fire Rod, Torch Glitch. I was like, if I don't see the lamp, I'm fine. But yeah, I really wanted Kane first because I really wanted Hookshot to be in like Turtle Rock or something because I was hoping to, make up for my inefficiency by hovering Moldome 2, but since it was locked the other way, I got a lot more nervous at that point. But yeah, felt really good about my climb. My GT climb was excellent for Master Sword, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, we actually had some technical difficulties while you guys were going through the GT, and we practically missed all of it, so must have been fast, I guess.
But yeah, I felt good about that. I felt pretty confident that I wasn't losing more time, and by the time I got to Egatu, I was pretty happy with however it ended up because I knew it was close because I hadn't seen the dot done yet. But yeah, this was a good one.
It was. Do you guys have a game 3 scheduled out or any plans yet for it?
We do not. It'll probably be Friday or Saturday. Looks like from our preliminary thing. I was gonna see if tomorrow would work, but because but yeah, we'll get it on the schedule. I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy to have gotten one in this series. I was not quite chalking it up as a loss. I knew it was winnable, but yeah, I'm happy to get a win here and actually have a close race, unlike game 1. So yeah.
Well, GG's and congrats, and I'm looking forward to watching this 3rd race because this was a super one to commentate, and I'm looking forward to the next one for sure.
As all my.
Thank you. I'll look forward to watching this one back, or what remains of it. The bulk of the early part. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a rewatch for sure.
Well, I'm gonna take off then. So yeah. GG again to KillerApp. This was a close race. Could have gone either way. I'm looking forward to game 3. Later.
Hey, GG to you, and thank you for coming here for an interview, and thank you for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. GG's to both of our runners, and also say GG to my co-com here, Starks, it's been a pleasure to commentate with. GG's to our tracker, who's been making sure we know who's got what when they have it. It's not an easy job, especially with quick swap on, and when we've got stream difficulties that can happen at any time. So GG's to them. Give them all a follow. Give our runners a follow for putting on this amazing show for this extremely just trolly seat at the end there. It's like a vanilla sword, Kane on Sahasrara after you have to dip into pendant, or no, Mire for a pendant in Swamp. It was just trolly. So give our runners a follow for this amazing show they put on, and see you on the next race, because there's going to be a game 3, and I'm looking forward to it. GG's to all of y'all.
Yep.